comment on certain relationships like Johnny Storm and fucking Rogue. I didn't see that coming.
Was weird. Yeah. All right, let's get this going. It's getting late.
Yeah, it is.
All right, guys, how we doing? This is Brandon. I'm joined, as always, by Trevitt. This is the Marvel Madness Comics Podcast, episode number 18. We're on officially legal age now in podcast land.
You can buy cigarettes.
Yeah. So what's up, ladies? Anyway, Trevitt, how we doing, man?
Pretty good.
Trevitt just got back from a big night out. I was just watching some football after a few fantasy drafts, and in a little postpartum depression with Game of Thrones being over with. My baby's gone, so we're gonna discuss some comic books here. We'll talk about dragons another day, I guess. Anyway, talk about our mission statement here. Get into how you guys can contact us real quick. Give it the gist of how we do things before we get into Trevitt's news, our books for the night, all that good stuff that always follows. Some nonsense as usual. But anyway, we have 4 books in the starting lineup tonight. We always strive to fulfill our mission of providing you guys the info, the ins and outs on the Marvel comic book universe. In between talking books, we chit-chat about some of Marvel's latest news, sometimes rumors, titles, characters, fun facts, and all that falls under the general going-ons of Earth Prime's umbrella. Trevor and I strive to cover a variety of titles each and every month in an effort to avoid any repetitiveness and an attempt to keep things fresh for you guys and informative for the listeners. The books are divided up into the following 4 categories each week. We got Spider Family, which I champion, and that is one choice this week. We were given Spider-Gwen 23, I think the number is. I'm mixing up all these numbers now because Marvel isn't on like just 1 through 12 anymore.
Yeah, it is 23.
Okay, so 23 Spider-Gwen. Then Trevitt's section is the I call IBX section. I still can't get the title of that crossover out of my head. And you picked, I wrote Uncanny X-Men, which is extremely wrong. It is Uncanny
Avengers.
Oh, look at that's. Do you see it now?
Right now?
Yeah, I just changed it on the Google Doc there. So
it changed right before my eyes.
Little behind the scenes info there. That's number what? 26.
Yep, number 26.
Yeah, you said 26. Then we decided on we actually took a listener request. I forget who did it, and I'm sorry about that, as I meant to shout him out here, but we're going to cover Star Wars 35 under the Hero umbrella this week, and then we have Secret Empire 10 to wrap up for you guys as well. So we'll give you an in-depth review of Secret Empire 10, and we'll wrap that bad boy up and move on to Venomverse and Generations and Legacy for September, I guess. Anyway, we cover all titles.
I didn't read the Hawkeye. Did you read the Hawkeye Generation?
No, I downloaded it, but I didn't. I just can't bring myself to open them, man. I know what to expect.
I've had it on my tablet. Yeah, I know exactly what to expect. I've had it on my tablet since Wednesday. It was one of the first books I downloaded, and it was one of the first books on my tablet. And I haven't.
Well, I thought it was going to win the Marvel Minute Poll, to be honest with you. So that's why I downloaded it at first. But then the poll ended in Secret Empire one, so I ended up never even opening it to begin with, and I'm not sad about it really. So anyway, we rate these books honestly, and they're based. Our ratings are entirely on our own opinion, and we have a scale made up of buy, borrow, or forget it altogether. So we tell you guys to either buy it now, borrow it, which means get a code from a buddy, or forget it altogether, which means don't drop a dime on the title. And the borrow aspect got a whole lot easier since Marvel started doing the same digital codes as the issue they give you. But if you guys are looking to contact us, you can get a hold of us a couple different ways. We got Twitter DMs open for business, and our Twitter page always popping. It's at Madness Marvel 1. And then Trevitt, the email, which we just got up and running, was what?
Madness Marvel 0. I can't believe there's a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Like, I had to pick 0.
Is it Madness Marvel or Marvel Madness?
Marvel Madness. It's Marvel Madness.
All right. So I do have it right on the sheet, right? I didn't have to change it before your eyes again.
Yeah, most definitely. I wanted to make it the podcast name. Well, I mean, we both agreed on that. So I was like, it's easier than putting it backwards or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like our Twitter, it's I don't know. We might change that one day, but we'll see. Anyway, now that all that basic bitch is covered and out of the way, we can get into the world famous Trevitz news section after our world famous little jingle. All right, so we're coming on back in here with Trevitz news.
All right.
We don't have to cover the stupid troll article if you don't want to. I was just struggling for news.
No. I want to cover no be. I wanted to read it. I wanted to read it and kind of make fun of it.
Yeah, I didn't get the joke immediately, but it like I saw this a couple different places, so I figured it was moderately a big deal once it made it to Bleeding Cool. So.
You know what it is? It's like sarcasm doesn't travel well, and when it's written.
Yeah, I know. There really does need to be a sarcasm font now more than ever.
It's like taking eggs home from a restaurant. Like, they're just not going to taste as good later on, and even if you put them in the microwave, it's just going to be gross.
No, that's some pre-crime behavior too, by the way, taking eggs home from a restaurant. Like, you should be fucking arrested on your walk out that door.
It's so bad. I mean, you can salvage like the home fries. You know what I mean? The potatoes. You could salvage those.
You can cook those again. You don't ever heat up eggs. That's up there with fish. You don't reheat fish.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Oh no. Oh God, no. I don't want to get into reheating fish because I used to have a break room at a job I had, and it's fucking awful.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, speaking of fish, real quick, like the girl that they moved her seat finally, but she used to sit in front of me at work, and we have this food truck, and it's a fish food truck, but like eating fish fry at your desk, and I fucking don't like ketchup as it is, and dipping it into ketchup, and it's just like all in my nose. And I'm ready to fucking vomit at work, and I'm like, come on, I got to go on an extra long break now.
That's the most disgusting thing. Ketchup on fucking fish? Like, what the fuck is that?
Some people do it, man. I'm telling you, it's a thing.
Ketchup's disgusting. Like,
I don't like ketchup.
Maybe
I'm not
French
a ketchup
fries.
dude. Yeah.
No, I put it on maybe French fries, maybe like 10%, maybe 5% of the time. But other than that, I find it kind of disgusting. I see people put it on hot dogs and hamburgers and fucking all the weirdest shit. Eggs. That's the most disgusting thing. Like putting ketchup on eggs.
You're preaching to the choir here. Anyway, the news is not egg and fish related this week. It is Marvel related, and Joe's going to tell us about it here.
All right. So there are a few things. It was a slow. It was a very slow news week.
Yep, I agree with you.
Just like recently, I guess up until
Legacy. It was a heavy rumor week, I would say. Like a lot of rumors and like supposedly coming from interns and shit. Like you could question the validity of it all. So we didn't really include a lot of that, but
no, very heavy, believable rumors, but there are like the majority of them are not believable because a lot of the things they talk about have already come to pass and they've been proven untrue. So so you don't know how to take the rest of them, but some of them sound true. Like the Bendis shit sounds true, where they talk about like
I want to believe any Bendis rumor right here. So
me too. Any negative one, any negative Bendis rumor, I'm like, I believe that.
I'm like, oh yeah, well, he drowns kittens in the pond out back. Who says this? Oh, it's madeupnews.com. Don't care, I believe it. You know,
most definitely, I've seen it. But so Star Wars. Since we're doing the issue with Star Wars, I figured I'd start off with a Star Wars story, just a little bit of information that I didn't know about, and I think I kind of skipped over like somehow because I guess it was in the solicitations and I should have noticed it, but I didn't. But so after issue 39, Jason Aaron's going to be leaving Star Wars. I guess the Avengers book or whatever book he's working on after Marvel Legacy #1, like he just quit Doctor Strange, and he was on the world
when the Jane stuff finishes too.
I think he's going to keep going with that. And he has like the Southern Bastards an Image, and he has the Goddamned at Image, but the Goddamned's been on hiatus since like 2015, early 2016 or something. So like that goes with the wind. But like he only had like 2 or 3 Marvel books. He had Thor and Doctor Strange, and that's it. So he does like 4 or 5 books maybe. So after this, he'll have like 2, 3 books. Yeah. So I gotta figure whatever he's either gonna stay. He's probably gonna stay on Thor, and then like whatever book he's working on that's going to further the story from Marvel Legacy #1 is going to have to be like something big, right? If he's quitting all these books, maybe give him a lot of focus.
Yeah, he's got to be up to something, because there's no way Marvel is letting him get away. He's like one of their only draws left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's the
like
biggest.
There's Jason Aaron people that'll just buy books that he's on regardless of what character. It is.
I love Jason Aaron. I'm not gonna lie, but
I do too. I just would like to see him on something else besides Thor. Like they're longtime people that have been on the same character forever. I'd like to see him mix it up now.
Yeah, I'd like to see him mix it up too. He has had a really long run on Thor. I'd like to see him hit like 100 issues or maybe like 85 before he gives out on Thor. Like have one, because nobody does that anymore. It has those long runs that go like 85, 100 issues. Like you just don't see that nowadays. Scott Snyder with Batman, maybe like. That wasn't even 100. That was 52. So 50, not even 52. Like Capullo. Capullo wasn't even on every issue. So but anyway, so Kieran Gillen's going to be taking over Star Wars. Who he did Darth Vader in the past, and he does the current Dr. Aphra series, and I'm happy it's Gillen, because recently when I've been catching up on Star Wars, I've been reading trade for trade, like 6 issues of Star Wars, 6 issues of Darth Vader, and like. There's no difference between the books and the quality of the writing. Like they're both so on point. Like you almost can't even tell the difference of who's writing them. It's just like stories written in character of the characters, and it doesn't feel like anybody who writes it, because they're on a certain map, like they can't deviate from. You know what I mean? So it's basically just like dialogue and some story ideas, I guess. I don't know how much control they have creatively, but it's really good. And those 2 books like read the same. Like I felt like I was reading books by the same person. You know what I mean? Almost. So
yeah, I hear you.
So I'm happy it's Gillen, because he's already in that field and he knows the deal. So he'll be continuing the awesome Star Wars books. So on top of that, Charles Soule is going to be working on a cool new Darth Vader storyline for his series about Vader training a bunch of Dark Jedis known as the Inquisitors, which they've been in the cartoon versions of the show, and they're pretty fucking cool. So I can't wait to see that shit. That book seems to be going some fun places with him constructing his lightsaber, and now he's going to be training a group of Dark Jedi. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But other than that,
if they want to make like just a quick Star Wars rant real quick, they need to stop doing all these like fringe character solo movies and just give everyone the fucking Vader solo movie they want, like of just him kicking ass. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to see no Lando or Young's Han or any of that shit.
I mean, it's proven that people love Vader almost as much as they love Batman. Like his issue sells like a lot. Like people love Vader, and if you could sell a Batman movie, you're gonna sell a Vader movie. It's probably one of the most highest grossing Star Wars films. Like
yeah, I think it would do sweet too.
Oh yeah, and that like another cool movie. Like there are so many stories you could do that like they're just doing these weird stories, but we'll see. I don't know what's next after Han Solo. It was a long time ago they were gonna do a Boba Fett movie, but I can honestly give a shit about Boba Fett, to be honest. It's just not one of my favorite characters. I want to see a motherfucker with a lightsaber and someone who can move shit with their mind doing some crazy shit. Like that's what I want to see. Just give me that, and I'm happy. Like
I agree.
Thrones, like a Game of Thrones, Knights of the Old Republic kind of TV show would be cool, but whatever. Don't get me going on Star Wars. I'm the biggest fucking Star Wars nerd. But so just a few other little stories on top of those little stories. Comixology is having a big sale, kind of like the one they were having in June, for a limited time only. Obviously, I guess they're offering up to 50%. I don't know if it's anything more than that. Last time you were getting trades.
It depends what the title is. Yeah, it depends what the title is.
So no $3 trades this time. Maybe like 6. No 3. And what was the America story? I have it right here. Actually, I didn't write it out because I just wanted to talk about the letter and shit.
Yeah, it's basically to just quick sum it up while you're looking for the article. Like somebody basically told in a message board on 4chan that they wrote in this troll letter to I don't know. Well, what number issue was it? America Chavez issue number 6.
Yeah,
they published it
6.
and basically compare it to a shitty movie, and you know, they get like just some corny celebrated response back from the author, I guess. I don't know, I thought it was interesting in a slow news week, at least.
And this is in the right together. So good. Sincerely, CEO. Okay, so I got it. So this is the letter they wrote into the comic book, like the comic book printed it as a letter to them. And I guess the editor's name is the writer named Gabby. Who's the writer on that book? I think it is Gabby.
Rivera or Ramirez.
Gabby Rivera. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. It goes, Dear Gabby, I just want to express all the joy and entertainment that America has brought me these past many months. Every time I see it online, I get excited and feel so many different emotions fill me up. The art, the writing, the original yet familiar characters, they all bring out so much for me and many others online and in real life. I can't help but laugh at every other thing this comic brings to me. Sometimes I'm left beyond belief what I've seen printed. I promise you, as soon as the trade comes out for this, it will be my recommendation to the comic book reading club I am a part of. Many of the members are fans of The Room, so I'm sure they will go for it. Hopefully your comics get love and ratings they deserve. Sincerely, CO.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, what are the odds of me actually being printed?
Yeah, right. I guess the Room has just an awful Rotten Tomatoes score. It's got 32 isn't piss poor, but it's a universally awful movie. I guess it's considered. I've never fucking seen it, so
I've never seen it either.
But that's the gist of the joke. They're comparing the shitty comic book to a shitty movie, I guess. So
for me, when you said The Room, I was like, "What's The Room?" I'm so out of touch because I don't see. I watch everything on streaming services, so I have cable, but I never watch it. Never watch it.
Yeah.
So fucking, I never see commercials.
I don't pay for cable. I actually just got rid of Hulu too because I don't even know what's on TV anymore to watch like the shit on Hulu. You know what I'm saying? Like I watch Rick and Morty. That's about the only regular TV show that's current that I watch, I would say. So
that's what I'll DVR that shit and like fast forward the commercials.
Yeah, I'll watch whatever's new on Netflix. Is what I've been doing lately. You know.
Yeah. I like that. I like binge watching shit. Like I hate like waiting week to week. It's like the worst fucking thing ever. I'm like, now I gotta wait a fucking week. Like, oh wait.
Or when they skip a week and you're all fucking pissed, or then you forget about it and you fall behind. And
yes, that happens to me on so many shows. I fucking hate that shit. I wanted to read they wrote, obviously you write a letter into a comic book, they write back to you, and I guess they didn't get the sarcasm because they're like, yes, high fives and hugs to everyone in your comic book reading club. Best and biggest hugs for you, of course. I guess they did get it because that kind of sounds shitty. If you're a hugger, it's totally cool to not be. I guess maybe not. And I totally get the feeling of being swept away by a story, poem, any creative work. It's the best. And I'm so hyped that you experienced the joy of reading America in all caps. So I guess they're yelling America at them.
Yeah.
But like I can't tell. Like there's some sentences in that where it sound like they're being sarcastic back, but then in the middle it kind of sounds like they're being genuine.
Yeah, it's hard to figure it all out. But yeah, that's the gist of this. One of the big stories of the week. Did you mention the legacy thing or no?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the legacy thing. Shit.
I didn't watch the trailer myself yet, but it's been literally on every news site since it's dropped. So
I'll tell you this: I watched the trailer, and the only reason why I watched the trailer is because I saw an article. Like when I swiped left on my Google phone, I got like all the news stories that are relevant to me, and comic books are relevant. So I saw it, and I went to it, and I was like, "Oh, Marvel Legacy teaser," and the clickbait was, it said Marvel Legacy teaser. They're going to be reintroducing an old, like, popular character, I guess, like some big character. And I was like, okay, let me check this out. And I watched the trailer, and I'm like, I didn't see anybody. All I saw is people that I've seen for years. So I'm like, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I feel cheated. But it was cool though. Like, it was like a live action comic. Like they showed certain panels from Marvel VC, and they had Tom Brevoort and Axel Alonso bullshitting their way through the whole thing, talking about Marvel Legacy and how great it is, and blowjob. Those guys are full of shit.
Yeah, marketing.
I believe the stories. I believe the stories that like editorial is a mess at Marvel. That was some of the rumors that editorial was a mess and everybody's miserable and nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. And I believe that shit because it just feels that way.
Yeah, it does.
Mean, not
the product they're putting out
like
feels that way.
Yeah, I mean, I love a good amount of their books, like I mean, or I like a lot. You know what I mean? But like at the same time, like it just feels like it's a mess. Like there's no like sure direction it's going in, and I'm hoping Legacy, corrects it in some way where they have a clear goal of where they want to go with their universe instead of just being like random douchebags. No offense.
Yeah, I'm with you, buddy. Totally. I just want to like. I mean, we started a Marvel podcast, obviously, because we love Marvel comics, not to just fucking roast them and piss on them all the time. But I mean, some of them we choose with the best intentions going in, and then you read it and you're like, oh, what the fuck? You're so disappointed.
Oh, yeah.
And, just the general point, like, in case other people don't understand this by now, is like to tell you whether you should legitimately not even bother with buying the book. So that's the service we try to provide, and sometimes we got to suffer to do that for you. But I don't know, any other news snippets you wanted to mention?
No, there's nothing out there that was like crazy.
Right? Yeah, and like we could talk about it, but if it's boring to talk about and we're not like even excited to talk about it, there's no point in bringing it up because we're not going to have an opinion one way or the other. So yeah. That's where we're at, waiting for Legacy. That's what we keep saying every week, waiting for Legacy.
Yep, waiting for Legacy. See what happens.
Yeah, I'll drop those $6. I'll be probably, pretty happy for it. I just want to see some good development in overall story. You know what I'm saying? Like a general purpose forward for the entire universe as a whole. Like
I'm always an idiot. I never learn, so I'm excited. So
yeah, I'm with you. So I just hope
Jason. Jason Aaron's writing this 50-page book. I'm like, that could be interesting, right? It's Jason Aaron. I figure in Esad Ribic, like it's got to be good, right?
Yeah, so I'm like, gonna be awful. Yeah, but I just hope my store gets the lenticular covers because I know it's a big deal. This ordering thing with them. They haven't said anything one way or the other, so I'll dish an extra $1 or $2 out if I have to get the Spider-Man one. But I'm not going to get every one if it's something like that,
It's not, I can see a lot of stores not going for it because that's some fucking bullshit. Like, seriously.
Yeah. Especially if it's a book you're not going to sell.
No, you're really like cheating people. Like, in order to get these cool collectible variants, even though like a lot of those books were going to even like a lenticular cover, say it's like Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, which sells like 8,000 copies. No one's going to buy it, but it's going to get a lenticular cover because all 52 books are getting lenticular cover. So you're gonna have to order twice to 3 times as many to get that fucking book. And what are you gonna do with all those extra copies? You're stuck with them, and then it boosts the sales for all those books.
Yeah.
Her book stays alive in trade, like Miss Marvel. Like they sell like 14,000 copies, but the trades sell like gangbusters, so the book's around, which is cool. I mean, I like that they apply that principle to it. Some other books they don't even give a chance, like 6 issues, and they're like, okay, fuck you, we're not even gonna wait to see if the trade sells well.
Yeah, I don't always like to like just sometimes I'll bring it up, but like there are books I like that sell like shit, and I'm happy they keep them around. So like Gwenpool in particular, it's not a good seller, but I'm happy it's lasted as long as it has, and it really shouldn't. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna get into the books here. So this is going to be book section number 1 after a quick little break. All right, so I'm going to stop this